What's up? In this video, I'm going to be doing my 7-month review of this waxless solution called Gryptalite. It's clear, meant to last a lifetime of the board. I'm going to compare it to other solutions that I've used, other wax options. I'll tell you the benefits and a couple of the drawbacks and would I buy it again. So let's get started. So Gryptalite. It looks really cool. You can't even see that anything's on here. This company is based out of California. I've always been a sucker for waxless solutions. Just the convenience factor of it always intrigued me. So I've tried everything. I've got the Gryptalite. I've obviously tried wax. I've tried many different track pads, soft top boards. All of them work okay. Nothing works as good as wax, but wax is very inconvenient, has to be changed based on when it gets dirty. You have to wax almost every session. You can forget your wax. You can, for different temperatures and different temperatures of wax. So I've always been intrigued for this. So when I saw these guys on Instagram, they were saying that it's better than wax. It lasts the lifetime of your board and they can be made to fit any board. And it's water activated. So right now when it's dry, it's got a bit of a texture to it. It's a little like gritty, but soft. And then when it gets wet, it gets stickier. It's not sticky like wax, but it is grippy. So when I ordered, so one thing about this, they have a database of Firewire boards. So when I bought the Seaside, they already had the dimensions. So I had to just say, this is a 5'8", so they knew the exact dimensions. They sent it to me. They also had an option where you could take a photo of your board and then tell them the dimensions and they'll just make it with their computer or whatever and send you that size. I wouldn't have done that though. If they didn't have the database already, I probably would have just forgot about it, never got it. So that was super, super convenient for the board I already had. So installation of it, it comes with a glue, you gotta put water, you gotta they have detailed videos about it. It took me about 10 minutes to apply it, which isn't that bad. The only thing you gotta be careful for is not to leave bubbles. So you really gotta scrape it with a card. And I did leave a couple bubbles, but you just poke a hole in it with a pin and it lets it out and then you just stick it down. That works good. So I probably had like 20 bubbles in here. You can't see any of them anymore anyways. So a couple of benefits off the hop here is that it covers so much of the board. Like if you look, you can see right there. Yeah, that's the edge right there and it goes right to the edge. Now they said the edge might be hard and kind of sharp and you might have to sand it down, but I found that it's not at all. They said safe for skin too, even when it's grippy. And I found when I was just practicing, just doing pop-ups on this in my shorts in my living room, it definitely skinned my knees. So I stuck it with a wetsuit so I wouldn't really be able to know how it performs in the water. But anyways, there's that. But one thing I really like is that it covers the entire board. So it goes all the way up to here, all the way down to the trackpad. And one thing that helps me with is duck dives. Now I have on occasion waxed the rails like right here on the top for duck diving because you grab me and you do a really forceful duck dive getting under a big whitewater. I find it helps a ton so your hands don't slip off. As well, for pop-ups too, like sometimes, for example, when I take out a wax board and I'm either in a hurry or I don't wax or I just wax and my foot's gonna go, because when I pop up, my hands go here, right? So there's been more than a few times where first wave of the day paddling out, I go to pop up, my hands slip off, and I hit my board like that. Happened to me once this summer, like right in the first start of the summer. So it's not a non-issue. So I really appreciate that, so that it goes all the way to the ends. And it looks super, super, super clean. Like this, I've been surfing since, about 7 months. You can only see this one thing, there's a burn in it. I had a little beach fire after a surf session and a spark landed on it. But other than that, it looks totally clean compared to a wax board that I've been surfing that for 2 months maybe. And it's looking pretty dirty, but so yeah, there's that. Now, as far as grip goes, how well does it work? Well, it is water activated. It's not as sticky as wax, I'll say that for sure. But when you're really turning a small board and moving around, so much of the power comes from here, right? So the tail pad. And this is more for control. So I found that this foot never slept, which was fine. So I was able to move on it a lot, pump, become really light on the board, and it still stayed. When you dig into the board, it held fine. I haven't had any issues with that. So that was great. The one drawback that I found that it's really not good is that there's no grip on my wetsuit. So when you're paddling, when it happens the most is when I slip off. So when I'm sitting on my board like this, waiting for a wave, and I see the wave come, lay down on my board, go to paddle, it would slip out sometimes like whoop this way. So it would pop out. So I'm looking to get to the wave, board comes out from underneath me. Oh no. So I haven't really missed a ton of waves because of that, but it is a thing. So as well, when I'm paddling out, things are unstable. I find that I'm slipping a lot, not a lot, but a bit. And that's something that matters a ton to me. So control of your body while you're paddling is necessary to be super efficient with your energy. So when you are laying down on this, and if you like slip side to side a bit, man, you're losing so much force. So it's a minor slip. It's not crazy, but it's just enough to be annoying, especially if you miss a wave, like a nice set wave that comes, you go to fly on your board, your board flies out. Very, very annoying. So performance-wise, under the feet, great. Under the wetsuit, not horrible, but yeah, like I said, just little things that actually do matter. So one thing that it would be great about this is for travel too. So if you're going somewhere cold to somewhere tropical, you don't have to switch waxes. You don't have to bring any wax. You'll never have to worry about forgetting it. So now that I know that it's slippery on the wetsuit and that I'm more mindful of it, I'm able to prevent it a lot better, which is good. But it sucks to have that in your mind all the time. So that's been my experience with it. So I still like it. I still surf this board all the time and basically no issues. So compared to a track pad worked good. I remember when I got this one, the first time I used it, I paddled out with a piece of wax in my wetsuit in case it didn't work. These work good. They work really good with booties on, with grip. The only other thing, again, it leaves a lot of space here, so I don't know, you could obviously put more, but it never hits the rails where you grab, right? So it's not good for duck diving. Wax is the best performing thing ever. There's nothing that sticks like a fresh wax job done properly. And again, though, the convenience thing, like it's so dirty now. That's just from my wetsuit. Still sticky though. But you know, if I could only go with one, I would definitely go with wax. Like the inconvenience of waxing is so minor for the performance benefits. This is kind of the opposite. It's got ultra convenience with like, if this waxes performance, like a perfect wax job, this is 0, it's probably like right there because it doesn't stick as much, but it sticks good enough. So I would say, if you are a beginner to intermediate and you're not surfing top to bottom, you're not doing any hardcore turns, and you're really just popping up, going down the line, maybe doing a couple little swerves, you would never, ever, ever, ever feel the need for more grip. This would be perfect for hammering turns. Like, for example, like a big cutback where you're turning, you have tons of rotation, you're really leading ahead of your board. So much of that is tail pressure too, right? But also your controls on your front foot. So if it was to slip, it would be the front foot, but it hasn't happened to me. I saw another guy's review where he said it was a bit of an issue, but I don't know, performance-wise, it's pretty good. These are good too, but I would say as far as performance, it's below the Gryptalite. The Gryptalite is stickier. That water activated stickiness is legit. So it's really, really cool. I can't remember how much it cost, but it wasn't much. So I guess that's my review. My end, now that I'm thinking through it, is I'd probably get it again because it's so convenient. It'd be great for a travel board, great for not huge conditions too. We aren't having to duck dive hard. You aren't having to really make power turns, not having to pump hard, but yeah, again, it's such a cool product, very, very cool company. They were really awesome to deal with. The very first one that they sent got turned around in customs. They turned around and shipped it express, so it got there. And they were very, very helpful. So Gryptalite, very, very awesome. If you're into waxless solutions, this is a great thing to try. So yeah, I'll finish by saying this. Out of all the waxless solutions on the planet, Gryptalite is easily the best. Way, way better. It's such a cool idea that it covers everything, that it looks so clean. This board looks brand new. It looks unsurfed, and I've rid it hours and hours and hours of surfing on that board now. So that's something that's fantastic, is how clean it looks. So that's a major benefit now that I'm talking it through. So that's what I think. So like if you are interested in waxless solutions, 100% try Gryptalite. It's a very, very breakthrough product. And I think something that's very valuable for the surfing world, for the convenience factor and then for the performance that you need at certain levels, can't be beat. So yeah, Gryptalite, worth a try.